Did you know that being true to your authentic self, living as your authentic self, actually helps you eat just the right foods at just the right time and in just the right amount? I know that's quite a claim. Hi, Eve here from Vitamin Eve Nutrition Counseling, and I love helping people make peace with food in any situation, no matter what is happening in their lives. And today what I want to talk about is how being authentic, living as your authentic self, actually helps you eat just the right amount of just the right foods at just the right times. So let's talk about why, okay? Because the problem is when people ignore their hunger, when you get into the habit of ignoring the body's signal of hunger, you're numbing out your body. And when you numb out your body in that way, you're more likely to numb your fullness, right? You won't be able to feel your fullness, or you may feel your fullness, but because you're training yourself to ignore your body, you may notice that you'll easily override that sensation and overeat. So ignoring your hunger actually begins to backfire. How about these other things? As you learn to ignore your physical hunger, you also indirectly teach yourself that it's okay to ignore your feelings. After all, feelings happen in the body. That's why they're called feelings. So when you ignore your feelings and you don't know that they're going on, it increases the likelihood that you might use food to address them. That's why very often people may begin to eat emotionally. Furthermore, when you ignore your feelings, you may also be numbing out insights, information, and intuition that also comes from your body. Have you ever heard of the saying like gut instinct or butterflies in your stomach? Interestingly, that happens in the stomach. And interestingly, that's a type of knowing that when you teach yourself that it's okay to ignore your hunger, you're also ignoring all of this wisdom that's accessible to you to live from right now. So what I want to talk about, and by the way, people may eat instead of living from that place of intuition. And you could see that could be very counterproductive. And not only may somebody eat, they may also engage in other counterproductive behavior, like over-exercising, restriction, binging, purging, and all of that. So how to counteract all of this, how to undo all of this? I love tools. My favorite tool is being true to your hunger. Being true to your physical hunger, actually allowing yourself permission to eat when you first get hungry. This is so important because when you begin to match physical hunger with actual food, it makes that connection. So many people tell me they want food just to be food. And one of the most important ways to do that is begin eating when you first get hungry. So again, those two begin to click with one another. So that way, if you try to eat for other reasons, your body got the message. Your body already knows that no, that's not what food is for. Food is for addressing physical hunger. The second tool that will help you in all of this is to begin honoring your feelings, admitting what feelings you're having. You don't have to admit it to anybody else but yourself. Some people say, well, I just don't have feelings. And oftentimes, those are the people that might be using food excessively is because they've tuned out their feelings. So what I encourage you to do is actually scan your body for feelings. That's where feelings happen. That's why they're called feelings. And notice what comes up. This may be a challenge, especially if nobody ever trained you on how to do this, or you don't have learning on how to do this or coaching with this. So you actually scan your body for, where the feelings are and give yourself permission to have all of your feelings. And finally, being your authentic self. What does that mean? Being your authentic self doesn't mean being who others want you to be. Being your authentic self isn't even being who you think you should be. Being your authentic self is being who you actually are. A great exercise to connect with who your authentic self is when you imagine yourself finally resolving your issues with food, when you see yourself finally having, the house that you want or the relationship that you want, what are you doing? What do you see yourself, living like? What do you see yourself feeling? That's your authentic self. That's who you truly are. You've put a condition in the way, but what's on the other side of that is who you truly are. So about taking steps in that direction now. Those are really powerful things, because instead of using food to numb out all of that insight and information, you could actually take steps. Some people might argue, well, Eve, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to take these steps in my life, to live authentically. And I just want to respond by saying, you don't have the time not to. Just think about how much time is taken up in obsessing about food, in overeating, over-exercising, under-eating, losing all that energy, purging. I mean, it could be so problematic and take so much mental and physical energy from you. So that's why learning how to tune into yourself and being authentic is actually the greatest time saver. So to end this video, I want to share with you a really nice note somebody wrote to me on YouTube, and it really inspired this message, and I'm going to share that with you now. What the person wrote was, "I always love seeing your videos. You're so helpful and sweet. Seeing your videos puts me at a type of peace. It's like a place of acceptance. I'm not being judged here. It's like you're telling me that I'm myself and that's all I have to be. I just wanted to share." So that's what somebody wrote. And the reason why that was so inspiring to me is because it revealed that that person is already getting that it's okay. And not only is it okay, it's actually desirable and productive to be your authentic self. Not only with healing your relationship with food, but also in having a fulfilling life. So if you feel you want support with this, one thing you could do right now is subscribe to this channel. I'm always putting out new content about how to listen to yourself, trust your hunger, and things that are related to that. Another thing you could do is download my free ebook. It's called Stop Overeating Now, and it's a really practical ebook on how to address what's going on with food right now. And finally, reach out. I offer a complimentary food freedom coaching session with me. It's private, it's personal, it's totally complimentary, and it's my gift to you. The links to everything I'm talking about is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and happy eating.